For those who crave a challenge and are not afraid to push their limits, Vasco has brought you a catalog of the 10 deadliest hiking trails in the world. From the daunting Devil's Path in New York to the icy Chadar Trek in the Himalayas, these hikes are not for the faint of heart. Get ready to face the ultimate test of endurance. Pack your bags and say a little prayer, because these treacherous trails can potentially take your breath away. Number 10. Kokoda Track, Papua New Guinea. The Kokoda Track in Papua New Guinea is a treacherous journey that one should not take lightly. This grueling trek, which spans approximately 96 miles, can take anywhere from 6 to 12 days to complete, depending on your pace and fitness level. The terrain is rugged and unforgiving, with steep inclines and slippery mud that can make each step a challenge. The weather is also a factor, with heavy rains and high humidity adding to the difficulty of the journey. But perhaps the most deadly aspect of the Kokoda Track is its history. During World War II, the track was the site of fierce battles between Japanese and Allied forces. The ghosts of that conflict still linger, and the memories of the soldiers who lost their lives on the track are etched into its very landscape. Despite the numerous dangers, the rushing streams with single log crossings and breathtaking views of the valleys and rivers make this a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Want to see more adventurous travel content? Then subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon never to miss any travel video we upload. Number 9. Devil's Path, New York. Trekking on Devil's Path is the ultimate test of endurance and bravery. The Devil's Path is a 25-mile trail in the Catskill Mountains that can take days to complete due to its extreme characteristics. The danger lies in the rugged terrain, steep inclines, and declines that require careful footwork and a strong sense of balance. The trail leads trekkers through deep forests, rugged cliffs, and slick streams, making it a dangerous excursion even for seasoned hikers. You can find waterfalls throughout the area and bears, so bring pepper spray and hang your food above the ground when camping. Despite the danger, the beauty of Devil's Path is undeniable. From the breathtaking views of the Catskill Mountains to the serene forests and streams, this trek is a true testament to the power and majesty of nature. Number 8. Kalalau Trail, Hawaii. The Kalalau Trail on the island of Kauai is a treacherous and deadly trek that tests the limits of even the most seasoned hikers. Nestled in the heart of the breathtaking Na Pali coast, this 11-mile trail sits 4,000 feet above the ocean and winds through dense jungle, over towering cliffs, and across rushing streams. As it winds through 5 lush valleys to the tops of towering cliffs, this trail is graded but seldom level. It is the only way to reach this section of the breathtaking Na Pali coast by land, and it will take you through jungles, hairpin switchbacks, and past thundering waterfalls. Flash floods, falling rocks, thick mud, and a lot of rain are all common occurrences in this area. The hiker must walk the slick trail cautiously because a single misstep can send you into the ocean thousands of feet below. Are you craving to go trekking on this mountain? Comment below to be part of our trekking troop. Number 7. West Coast Trail, Vancouver Island. The West Coast Trail, located on Vancouver Island, is a challenge unlike any other. This challenging trek, which is a test of endurance and determination, covers a distance of more than 75 kilometers. This trail includes steep slopes, wooden bridges, and long ladders. And with the wet weather that Vancouver Island is prone to, things can quickly become slippery and out of control. Hikers frequently twist their ankles on the West Coast Trail, often being lucky to only sustain that one injury. As you traverse the wilderness, be wary of the deadly predators that lurk in the shadows. Black bears, cougars, and wolves roam these same forests, their sharp claws and fang a constant threat to unwary hikers. Keep a watchful eye and stay alert, for these beasts are always lurking, ready to pounce at the slightest opportunity. Number 6. Chadar Trek, Himalayas. The Chadar Trek, India's most difficult trek, lasts 6 to 10 days and reaches altitudes of up to 10,900 feet. This trek is also one of the most well-known in India, with images of Buddhist monks walking barefoot along the river appearing in magazines worldwide. Don't be fooled by the barefoot monks. This trek is not for the faint of heart. It requires trekkers to navigate treacherous ice-covered trails, brave sub-zero temperatures, and withstand extreme winds. This trek requires crossing the frozen Zanskar River, a solid sheet of ice, or gurgling bubbles as the water escapes the ice. The river can shift and icebreakers, and the only way to continue is to navigate the slippery rocks along the way. The trekkers must walk on thin ice, carrying all their necessary supplies and equipment, searching for the ultimate thrill. Around 100 climbers have slipped, fallen, or become frozen while trying to finish this hike. Number 5. Muir Snowfield Trail, Washington. This treacherous trek is known for being one of the scariest in the world. Hikers begin by strolling through the beautiful Mount Rainier meadow filled with scenic wildflowers. The scenery improves as you travel through lush forests, shimmering lakes, and breathtaking views. The real challenge begins when you reach the 2,900-foot vertical Muir Snowfield climb.
Oh, nice little bump.
The altitude alone can be overwhelming, with the summit reaching a staggering 10,188 feet above sea level. This difficult section of the hike is also met with unpredictable weather, as it is a cold, snowy, and vertical walkway. The most dangerous part of this journey may be the fierce storms that blow in from the Pacific Ocean without warning. But despite the danger and difficulty, the trail is also incredibly beautiful. As you ascend the mountain, the snow-capped peaks and crystal-clear lakes are a sight to behold. Number 4. The Snowman Trek, Bhutan. The Snowman Trek is Bhutan's most difficult trek due to its high altitudes and steep ascents. With an average completion time of 18 days, this treacherous journey takes trekkers through some of the most extreme and isolated regions of Bhutan. The constant threat of avalanches and extreme weather conditions make this trek so difficult. The trek's many challenges are exacerbated by the trek's high-level passes, remoteness, and difficult weather conditions. It's a summer-only trek because the path is frequently closed due to snow, so there's only a small window of opportunity for hikers interested in taking on this adventure. Prepare to be awestruck by breathtaking views of the Himalayas, lush valley landscapes, dense forests, and snow-capped mountain peaks. This unforgettable landscape will challenge and excite experienced hikers, resulting in a journey you will never forget. Number 3. El Caminito del Rey, Spain. El Caminito del Rey, or Little King's Path, is known for being one of the world's wildest hikes. Even though it is technically illegal to walk on as of 2014, daredevils continue to take the steep path that leads up the cliff. This path was scheduled to reopen in 2015 but was closed due to crumbling pathways and the number of deaths. Since the closure, it has only piqued the interest of more daring hikers. The dilapidated pathways run alongside the Gottelhorst River Gorge, 100 feet above the cliffs. Hydroelectric workers built these paths over a century ago, and tattered ropes still guide hikers. The path is only about 3 feet wide, with no guardrails or safety measures in place. In many places, the path is crumbling and worn away, leaving hikers to balance on thin ledges with nothing but their sense of balance to keep them from falling. When the restoration is finished, this trek will still be difficult enough to keep it on our list. Number 2. Drakensberg Traverse, South Africa. Our next deadliest trek comes from South Africa and is both difficult and long. Drakensberg hike is about 125 miles long and has no set route or trail. The first day of the trek is spent climbing rickety chain ladders to the ridge. Animal tracks, footprints, and rocks at the top will get you started in the right direction. One of the biggest challenges on the Drakensberg Traverse is the lack of water and other resources. The route is largely uninhabited, meaning hikers must carry all their supplies. You must be completely self-sufficient on this hike because there are no checkpoints, facilities, or markers. If you go on a hike, you're on your own and must be fully prepared. Altitude sickness, cold weather, and uneven terrain are just a few of the challenges ahead. Number 1. The Death Trail, China. The Death Trail hike on Mount Huashan, known as the steepest mountain in the world, stands at a towering 2,154 meters and is considered one of the most dangerous trails on the planet. As soon as hikers begin their journey, they are challenged to navigate steep, narrow wooden planks that hang precariously over steep drops. These planks, held in place by rickety chains, are the only means of traversing certain sections of the trail. One wrong step could mean a fall to certain death. The dangers don't stop there. Hikers must also traverse through dark and cramped tunnels, climb up sheer cliffs using only their hands and feet, and cross precarious rope bridges that sway wildly in the wind. The high altitudes and extreme weather conditions add to the trek's difficulty. Hikers must endure freezing temperatures, strong winds, and the risk of altitude sickness as they make their way up the mountain. Are you one of those who is constantly craving deep-sea adventure? Then click on this video, where Vasco will take you on a journey to discover the top 10 best and lesser-known islands that possess a wonderful experience for scuba divers.